Oh my god, it's so late today. Okay, that is working there. Use this one, this one, this one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem super willing to work. Okay. Why it doesn't work there? Does this one still work? Hmm. Already troubleshooting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Should be closer. This is here. What if I look? Okay. What am I forgetting? Let's try to close it. And open it again. And the only appear here. Why is not? Please do something. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Paying a software engineer after all works. Yeah. Well, maybe I'm really good at solving problems after all. The plate is just a problem after all. Okay, maybe I should. Okay. Yes, that was the finally calculated warm up. Was all part of the plan. I accounted for it. Nothing strange, nothing wrong. Unstable connection. Stream bitrate too high. What do you mean? What's your problem? Well, let's hope it doesn't collapse everything. I absolutely no idea if anything of this works. Okay. Where is my joystick? Ah. I finally forgotten something. Don't tell. I don't have to check it. Don't I closed all the tabs. Seems to be working. I will directly build in a moment. Okay. This morning I didn't play at all, so I don't have a lot of time this few weeks, so maybe I should directly go to the story and don't care about anything else. Normally I do these things in the morning, but this morning I woke up really late, so I didn't have time. I don't know why they keep this kind of mission that are super boring and requires you to do a lot of useless stuff. Completely clicking on those kind of bullshit stuff. It doesn't make any sense. It's not fun. It's not even fun. I mean, at least there are some that are mini games. It's interesting that they put the light on the mini games that they are kind of fun, but not on this thing. On Saturday evening I put a dishwasher with the loudest kind of dish and whatever ever. Oh, what did I do? Did I fuck it up? I don't know. Did they finish? Oh, that's a cool image. Sorry. Also, apparently you can get maybe whatever, for free. So I wasted a lot of crystals for something that I could have gotten for free. Is that the case? Okay, let's do this. Let's do the lobby. The lobby events, and then I'll go to the story directly. See if you're lucky. Thanks for all the encouragement, Captain. I'll always be cheering for you too. Happy New Year. Okay. That's right. I never played with from the PC on these events. Let's see how I do a fare from using the controller instead of the phone. Okay, slowly the subtitles are starting to understand me better. Takes a lot of timing. This is a memory game. I have to try to memorize this stuff, and I'm pretty bad at memory, but I found a good technique, I think. Purple blue. Purple. 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 Okay. Green, orange, yellow. 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 Green, orange. You cannot see it, but I am pointing my finger at the tiles, otherwise I don't remember. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Green, purple, orange. Green, purple, orange, yellow. Okay. Orange, orange, purple, blue, yellow, green. Orange, purple, blue, yellow, green. Orange, purple, blue, yellow, green. Orange, purple, blue, yellow. Oh man, you risked it so much. No, actually, I played the last time this event on. Because I remember it was in the video that everyone was first. Am I hallucinating? Year of the Dragon. Okay. Love those mini games. God damn it. I can... Wrong button, okay. I have to quickly get the button again because... Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. I'm jumping. Oh. Ah, I'm not punched. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot because everyone's 57. Oh, the first 3 years. If it was not for the stupid mistake at the end, maybe. So complex to leave this room. This would be a disaster. I have to check well which button to jump. Probably A. Actually, I was the stupid one because the swap was the one I set in the settings. Okay, A to jump. I think I will fall in one hole trying to get a golden one. 2, 1. Yeah. No, I missed it. You have too many. I cannot distinguich which one. It's not me. For one? Seriously? For one I got to restart. Number 2. Was so close. If I didn't miss that golden one. Leave. Okay. Better to do the story now. Okay. What did I... No. I went too much back. This is too back. I do always the same mistakes. One minute. Well, I guess we have to wait. I do wonder how noisy this sound is. But never mind. Weirder. Which of the following characters is not one of the Homo family? Hotaro. What the fuck is Hotaro? I need something. Yeah. Okay. No. I had to click the claim. Do we have to go back there to claim it? Okay. No need. Okay. A dark death? Was that a spoiler? If we don't die together, we'll just have to live together. Well, that's... okay. Tony, okay. Okay. So... can I... how do I change map? I don't know.
セナディア、必ず任務をクリアするよ。みんな、
Let's
ついてきて。
go up. Too realistic, this elevator. The fuck am I doing? Maybe I should have drank some water. There is a box. Someday the future is just another world of fear. Without such deep connection between them, they probably find it difficult to explain why fear is so difficult to eradicate. But sometimes things can be viewed from different perspectives. In some languages, yesterday and tomorrow are in fact the same word. Therefore, well, this is so stupid. Why do you have language yesterday and tomorrow with the same word? By reversing yesterday and tomorrow and reverting in between by some standard, this seemingly impossible task is surprisingly easily to accomplish. It's been pulled out. But ignoring his power has allowed them to scatter around half the world. So the power left in the nail was insignificant to him anyway. Truth be told, they were just saving me time. So this is the voice of the dog. Nothing can be done about it. That self-sacrifice a century ago made me a different kind of being. Human-colored shoes preserved the power in the 7 nails. But no matter how you put it, it's just a human power, not even worth mentioning. But the pool of shadows, whether it is my burial place or my remains, for you is a formidable power worth obtaining. Ritosto. It's been a while. Never thought that dead man would reappear here, right? For a while, it seems that no one could tell whether the surprise it revealed at this moment was due to the others seeing through his plan, or simply because the others' appearance. As sung in the poem of later generations, without a doubt, the man before them, he eliminated all his will and desires, and the glory and pain, and he should not and can possibly be standing here. Not really, it was only a matter of time. True, we should have known that. If we don't die together, we'll just have to live together. Pathetic. But when the moment comes, I hope there is a more intimate audience. Ritost, you've been gone for too long. To me, the entire pool of shadows isn't worth having but is already in my grasp. You never had a reputation for sacrifice. So why would you think the true owner of this power needs to obtain it themselves? I hope so. If that's what you say is true, then why did you have to return right now? You tried very hard to leave this place, didn't you? I did what needed to be done at the time. Paraphrasial city, the imprint I left on it is enough. Oh, I already shitted some shadows there. I hope so. What do you mean you hope so, you piece of shit? I thought you were trying to never see me. I thought you were trying to never see me again. You're not that important. Do you think so? Then who is? I don't think you can wield a pool of shadows full of power, but no one can match his power regardless. Likewise, even if you have moments where you're not so dumb, No, wait. Again. Yes, no individual is worthy, but what about the world before you? I knew it. You're just after fairness, aren't you? You'll never find out. Soon, everything before you will no longer exist. or rather, no longer exists as it does
あ
now.
るいは知っての通り
As you know, this place can only be risen through
廃れ
destruction,
たうちから登るそうすればお
and
前
then you can
の死に
die where you
意
belong.
味が
I ruined at a very emphatic moment, sorry. As usual. Meanwhile, or slightly later, a grand meme of starlight once again connected the sky and the earth, heralding the return of multiple girls with an ominous aura, as if it were signaling an impending apocalypse.
やっほー老朽また来た
Hey,
よ
Lanchu, we are back. I thought they were going to get Coralie there. Instead, they went back.
今回は無事に
At
着
least
地
the
できた
landing was smooth this time.
空から飛び降りたって
Believe me,
大丈夫
even jumping out of the sky isn't gonna cause any problem.
線は急げって言
Time
う
is
し
ticking. Shall we leave now?
今すぐ
どこに行
Do
く
we
べ
need,
きか本当にはっきりしてるの
do we know where to go?
前の手がかり
Based
と
on the
照らし合わ
clues,
せて
the
みる
dog Donig should be able to walk between Langshu and Hoxia, right?
多分目標が明
Whether
確
our
か
goal
ど
is
うか
clear depends on
あ
how
な
you
た
see
の
it.
判断例えば
For example,
夢追い人の
considering
体の
its
状
own
態を
physical
考慮し
condition, I opted for an
先ほど
approach
は
that
全
put
面的
efficiently over
な
safety.
捜索方法を穏便なもの
If
に
you all
したい
prefer a
のであ
safer
れば
investigation,
ちょっと待って
hold on a second.
その捜索方
How about you describe your plan in as much detail as possible, then say why you choose it, and its pros and cons?
その案を
It
取
seems like talking to an AI,
メリット
actually.
とデメリットも教えてほしいそう疑問に思わ
After
ない
it says it out loud, you won't be surprised by why I asked that.
ええ望み
Alright, as you wish.
まず効
First,
率重視の
allow me to introduce the efficient plan.
目下の
In
状
this
況を
plan,
考
you will
え
have to find
あな
Donig
た
as
たち
quickly
の
as
目標は
possible.
ドニグルを
So
なるべ
without
く
enough
早く見
clues,
つ
we
ける
will have
こと
to
が
guess where
判
it
断した
is.
少し前に
Not long ago, Coralie pulled out one of the 7 nades
コ
with
ラ
my
リーは
help.
7あの時はな
To
るべ
make
く
the
影
impact
響を
as
抑えら
controllable
れ
as
るよう
possible, we choose the one
リトストの
belonging to
首を選んだ
Litos. In its current form, the
今
power
の
inside
存
it
在
is
のあり方
pretty
から
much
見れば
negligible.
そのうちにある力はしかし
However,
ドニグルに
things
と
are
っては
different for
別の
Donig.
話だ
Based on my observation, it would never allow others to touch Litos'
他
relics.
人がリトストの遺物に触れることを許すはずがないだから私
Because
た
of
ちが
that,
大川へ戻った
Donig
時
wished there
彼
while
は
we
同時
sneaked
に
back
そ
to
こへ向か
Oxia.
った
Okay, so we got back to Oxia and then we have gone back here again.
でもそ
But
れは
it's been
少
some
し前に
time,
起こった
hasn't
こと
it?
だよね
Do we really have to get
今向か
there
ったとこ
now?
ろでそんな言いたいことは分か
I
る
understand your
し
concern,
かし
but it's better than aimlessly running around in the
当てもな
name
く
of
盲目的
efficiency.
に追跡するよりマシなはずだじゃあ全面的
Alright, so what's the safer plan?
そちらは割と単純
Simple.
夢追い人
On, would you like to find a grave for your
二人
you
分の
and
墓
Donnie?
を用意しようか
Would you like to find a grave for you and Songchi? Okay. What?
そう難しいこと
It
では
won't
な
be
いはずだ
difficult. Miss Songchi
小
can
尺は
even
自
hack
分で風
the
水を見
location
られるし
herself. Check
二人の死後の準備が整
can
え
even
ば
check the location
心
herself.
置きなく老
After
朽
taking
と
care
王
of you
を隅
both,
々まで探
you
索
can
し
search every inch of Langchu and Hoxia and to ensure nothing goes wrong. Let me check again other pronouns. Translate Chinese. Songchia. Lan. Langcho. So yes, this was mostly right with the chi. Let's see here. God damn it, no, I forgot. Technical issues, as always. Here. What is your problem? What is your problem? Hi, please. Why you? Okay. So it won't be difficult. Miss Songche can even check the location herself. After taking care of you both, we can search every inch of Langchu and Hoxia to ensure nothing goes wrong. Now I know why you asked that, Carly. That's who Hound Perception is. Hound Perception? It's a good thing Songche isn't here. Otherwise she'd be knocking on wood and murmuring about fortune smiling down on her. Hound who? The way Songche introduced you before, it only seems right to call you Hound. Wait, what did you mean by it's a good thing Songche isn't here? Didn't we come together? Where is she? Huh? A girl who had a crash landed from the sky answered to the crowd. It's 10 minutes that we are talking and she's falling now. Poor girl. Although no one here could accurately explain the origin of the Anchor of the Apocalypse, at least for now, every time it was activated as a pathway, it would drop one of the travelers, and would then be oblivious when casually thrown into another world. It's become sort of a standard procedure. Fortune smiled down on me. Fortune smiled down on me. Yeah, I knew she would say that. Are you okay, Songche? You're a shoe, so you should be fine, right? Sure. After barely standing up, a frown grew on her face and she fell down again, seemingly to have twisted a part of her body. What a stone. Is anyone interested in carrying a shoe for a while? I'm interested. I have to say, I'm starting to doubt the value of shoes. Maybe it's a good thing. Our opponent was probably beaten by shoes also. Can we set off now? Yeah, let's go and take a look first. Hey, wait for me. I haven't gotten up yet. Poor Songche. To go back again. What are we doing back and forth? Probably I'm just... Okay, I was looking at the wrong part. Wasn't... No, no. Maybe I should have teleported, but... There are no enemies around. As if I didn't say anything. It's a special enemy for the story, I will. Those type of enemy were not there before. This maybe, but why are everyone is red now? Do I get there? What was that? I think I have to turn around there. I think I need more hands to steer the camera. Wait a minute, this place seems... What's wrong, Hon? Strange, he passed through this area when he came to Langchu, but compared to then... The corruption of the Sea of Data in this place seems much more severe now. That sounds about right. Although it wasn't to the point of chaos, we did dismantle one of the pillars supporting the sky and earth. So, without the balance of the shadows, all Langchu will become this at some point. And on the other hand, those that are similar to the authorities, like the shadows, will go beyond control in excessive circumstances. Yes, like yin and yang and the 5 elements. Beyond control? Can you be more specific? I assume beyond control means that doing too much might be as disastrous as not doing enough. Sonchi, can you turn off this audio reader? We have our own intelligent translation software. What do you mean by audio reader? And software? Looks like you still need my help. No, it's not important. Let's get back to the topic. No one understands Coralie jokes ever. This talk of being beyond control is just mere speculation. We know nothing about the nature of the shadows. I have to drink some water.
何一つ知らないんだから。
I didn't drink at all today. I have to fix this box that I use for. It's collapsing. Let's get back on topic. This talk of being beyond control is just mere speculation. We know nothing about the nature of the shadows. But since it's similar to the authority based on various past cases, we have reasons to use hurt and common sense to predict its next move, which is spawning Herschels. So we are worried about the same thing. If the Herschel of Earth can destroy an entire continent alone, if the Herschels on Earth can destroy the entire continent alone, that would spell doomsday for a bubble universe. That's not true. Herschels that don't destroy continents most of the time. Or is because when they are on our side they get nerfed. The humu was not wise, not like okay. It's not wow. Isn't like okay. Yes. Sena, can you understand what they are talking about? No, actually, not just them. Even on perception, Changshu and you skilled people always use certain words that regular folks can't understand. But I'm pretty much used to these kind of things by now. It's like people who are used to speaking in dialects have accents. The more we listen, the more we understand. You have a talent for working with me in that aspect. Songchi, this doesn't add up. Huh? This area is continuously being corrupted by the sea. In other words, the nail hasn't recovered since Coralie and I left. Are you saying that Tonic never returned here? It can't be. How can you be so sure? Just because it's a dog doesn't mean it has to be loyal to its owner. Well, that's hard to tell. They do have a strange relationship, let me put it this way. Even if they wanted to tell us the truth, we might not dare to believe it. Generally speaking, people use the term karmic affinity to summarize such inexplicable relationships. Karmic affinity.
妙であること
Some
は
things hard.
あなた
It's
た
a
ちの
variable
計
in
画にと
your
っては
plan,
もちろん
but
変
it
数
may
よ
also make your investigation more
その
valuable.
上もしかしたらだから
You
多
need to
少
be
は
more
気にした方
careful.
いい景色。
What was that?
もう行くの？行くよ。
I was dying.
データの海で遭遇した
The
やつ。
same as we've seen in the Sea of Data.
2種類の侵食は
Both types of corruption are troublesome indeed.
小老病死。それに
Which
手強
part
く
of
ないものが
mortality
ある
isn't
とでも。
troublesome?
へえ。
Yeah,
随分
that's
と面白いことを
interesting.
言うね。いつでも行動遠慮はいらない。目標ロックオン。やっ。動かない。また。と。パワー全開。当たれ。あお。やっほー。
Oh shit. Investigate the name. Ah! Always the wrong one. Wasting ultimate all the time.
気をつけると言って
I know it's to be
こ
cautious.
っちは安
I
全
knew
そう
we
に
need to be
見えるけ
cautious,
ど
but this place looks quite safe.
コラリーはどうやって釘を抜いたの？
Coralie, how did you pull it
見た感
out?
じ
It seems you're okay just by looking at it. It seems okay just by looking at it. Hmm. What on earth? Why you say what on earth? You are on Mars, you idiots.
どうかしたの？
What's the matter? Oh,
正常な反応だ
it's a normal
あ
phenomenon.
なたたちは察知
Although
でき
you
ないか
can't
もし
see
れ
it,
ない
the
が
power released
釘
when
を抜
pulling
いた
out the
時に
nail
放
still
たれた
lingers
力
here.
は罹患の術
For those entangled by the 10 faces of misery, it's no
それは
different from a kind of allergen.
それなら早
Then you should have said that sooner! Hey, is there anything else you would like to eat? I'll take you to right away.
安心しろ。
She's smart, maybe. Don't worry.
お前は
You're far
人生
from
は
the
まだ
sacrifice.
遠い。よほど長生き
Unless you live long enough. Otherwise, apart from that strange being called perception, you probably won't get to witness it again. However, not getting to witness it's a torment for some people. Also, I guess you mean who I am. Who am I?
何者実は私の声も
You have heard my voice and seen how I
お
look.
前残念ながら
Unfortunately, that
それ
wasn't
は
me.
私ではないのだ
That's bullshit, guys. Bro, that's bullshit. Are we in the usual room where we have to run? I hope no. I hope for sure. Alpha Honkai at this point is this. We're running into nothing. No. Among all the 10 faces of misery, this dog is the most ferocious.
しかも最も凶暴な存在だ。
あなたが
So you are
リト
Litost?
スと
いや、違
No,
う。
I'm not.
ただ、お前
But
にとって
you,
は
I am.
確かに彼だ。
But to you, I am. This is the typical guy that explains stuff that he says. Yes. Make it very understandable.
純子の術で
Litost, the sure sacrifice, passed away ages ago.
生涯の努力をも
He spent his entire life trying to make his life one that left no trace. But I'm still here.
結局、人々は常に
Epic fail then, I
彼の
guess.
ことをこう語る。
People say that he cleans up any of his traces no
何を
matter
行お
what.
うとかつての時代では
In that era, people couldn't find a shred of evidence of his existence. Even too many had
それが
heard of
存
his
在した
name.
証拠は7術の
Even other members of the Shuons considered him as a mere
彼
urban
が捏
legend.
造されだから
So it's ironic that I'm still here.
あなたは一
Who are
体
you
誰
exactly?
なの？
お前にとって
For you, I'm
私は
little.
確かに気にすることはない。
Forget
私は
about
た
it.
だ
I'm just
こ
helping
うして
Donnie
ドニ
protect
グル
his
の
full
ちっぽけな
privacy.
秘密を守ってやっているだけなのだ。
Oh my god. The authority for privacy. It's a nightmare having it here too.
それで
Especially for a dog.
名の知れない影さ
Fine, so Mr. Unknown, what brings you here to me? Greeting a man that has
墓を訪れている
greeting a man that had his grave like this might seem a tad inappropriate, don't you
いささか
think?
失礼だとは思わん。まあ
But being
素直である
direct
こ
as
とは
but being
それは
direct has its
それで
benefits.
取り柄に今
At this moment,
その
the
身
ten
を
faces of
理解
misery
の
curse
実相は
on
私
you
の姿に
curse on you. The ten faces of misery curse on you is causing a transformation to my appearance and connecting to the fate of the beast of sacrifice to you with my voice. Eh,
それによって何
that is the
が
beast of
起こ
sacrifice.
るのか
As for what will happen,
楽しみにしている。
we'll find out. Another useless conversation. Stingy and Halley. We are not dead yet.
焦る必要はない。
No need to worry.
夢追い人の顔
Han
色を
doesn't
見
seem
るから
hungry, and with both Songchi and I present, this halogen isn't too
私と
dangerous.
小弱がここにいる。
What are you talking about?
もちろんあな
We
た
are
のことだ
talking
よ
about your condition. Are you feeling better now?
さっきは具合が悪そうだったのに具合が悪い
What do you mean by feeling better now? Han told everyone about the encounter with Litost.
本当なの
Is this true?
だって1分も
He had
経って
told
ない
that to you in less than a
のに
minute?
たくさん喋れたなんて1分も経ってないの
Less than a minute?
そうだよ
Yes, you suddenly fell off just now, and we were thinking about what to do, but then you went back to normal again shortly after.
世の一
A
日
day in the world, 1,000 years in the shadow. It's easy
理解
It's
す
easy
る
not
だ
to
けなら
get,
わからなくも
however,
ない
ただ
everything related to Litos is hard to understand.
はっきりと理
If
解
if
する
explains in
のが
that way, I can understand.
彼は素直な少女
Unlike
や
honest
私たち
Songchi
が
and me,
世界を必死
he's
に欺こう
dedicated
と
to
してい
deceiving the world.
でも相手の
But
意図が何だろう
regardless of his intentions, if there truly is some connection between Han and
つながりがある
Donning,
とするそれをたどって
can't we use this to find out where he's
で
hiding?
きるんじゃない
短時間でそれをや
It
り
might be
遂げる
difficult in the short term.
おそらく難しい。
According to Hoxia, we need a source matter extraction to do it.
多分根源
To
物
build
質
such a device in Langchu, we will need at least...
これ
can
使
we
える
use this?
ポータブル根源物質抽
A
出装置
portable source matter extractor is designed to allow
デザインされた機械
someone to dig into the sea of data.
まだ
But this is still the 0.1 trial
静
version,
電機能に
which has multiple extraction flows.
だから
That's why there are only 3 of these in the whole world. Professor Yun-Yun, Changsu, and I each have one for testing.
私が
欠点の方はさておき
Flows aside, what can it do?
搭載
静電機能はいまいち
Although it be bad at extracting, it's relatively successful at scanning the information carried by the source mana.
だか
So
ら
if we use it to track Donning,
追跡実際にどんな効果
its
を
actual
発揮できるかは
effectiveness might depend on how similar the shadows is to the source matter.
それなら自信が
Well, I think they're quite
あなた
similar.
たちの言う
I haven't
根源
personally
物質
touched
からに
what you
直接
call the
接
source
触したことは
matter,
ないが
but from what I can tell, it can create things out of nothing, just
そ
like
れ
the
は彼と
shadows.
あなたたちの分類方
Perhaps,
法から
according to
言えば
you, the shadow is a special
特殊
kind
な
of source
根源物
matter.
質なのだろう
A few moments later.
これでドッキング完了
Alright, it is done. That's very convenient tracking.
カンブリア紀534
Cambrian 534? I thought it would stay by the sea of data forever. I didn't know honest Martian device could be
夢追い人が持っ
transplanted
て
like
た
this.
火星の装置をこんな風に移植できるなんて
まず
Firstly, this is not Cambrian 534, it's the Cambrian 535.
535
Secondly, this is just a docking, not a transplant. They only share simulated signals.
両
へえ
Well, I don't understand, but this machine is quite extraordinary. If we could use this to show people feng shui from back then.
当時もしこの方法で風水を見られたら
Feng shui.
一見落着
When
した
you're done here, you will have to teach me how to fly this
うち
thing.
にもいい景色
Use the texture of followed on it. Ooh,
もう行くの
ooh, ooh.
落ちなくてよかったよ
What the fuck?
張り切って出発
Shots. I think I should raise the volume of that. Can we head here? I saw another show.
みんなついてきて張り切って出発
Can we? This camera is so annoying. I cannot. Oh,
よいしょ
that was not the right hitbox. Am I right? I stepped on the card. The sign. Okay. No, I cannot.
みんなついてきて
Oh, stupid. I do return the same mistakes. Shit.
出発いくよ張り切って出発よいしょ
Did it break?
張り切って
Okay, don't tell. The most obvious routes, of course. Why do I even use my brain in this kind of stuff? Here it comes again. Wait, what's that?
これって
This is
私
a
の
monster from the shadows?
化け物
Shadow.
そうだ
Of course, the 10 Fires of Misery
身
that
にまと
plays
わり
you
つ
is
いている
connected
罹
to
患の
Donnie.
術草によってあなたとドニグルはつながっているのだからただ妙なことに
But it's odd that just
残された
leaving traces is
痕跡だ
enough
け
to
でも
cause such as
こ
anomaly.
れほどの異変が生まれているかつてのドニグルは
The
それ
Donnie
ほ
of the
ど
past
強くな
shouldn't
かっ
be
たは
this
ずだ
power.
が釘
Is it
あれ
linked
と
to
関わり
the
があるのだろ
nail?
うか
この敵は私に任せて
I like that I can mess around like this around the monster. Yeah, I want to raise the volume of the... No, 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 no. I was getting almost. Isn't I even know? If I speak now, or do you use the volume, or does it try? Maybe it's too high. Let's pretend it is fine. Let's pretend it is okay. Is it being dumped? I don't know.
いいタイミングチャージ完了行こう動かない奴らを目覚めさせよ
Okay, that is changing.
うと任せて
Like with this monster.
忘れて星々の流れよ
They find suspended high.
言いたくない本当に541ほほう
射撃の時間だ。ぼーっとしないで。
頭をこっちまたとやっほー来た稲妻ビュビュビュビュビュ張り切って出発。近くに崩壊エネルギー反応があるから気をつけ
It's so convenient that this guy follows the center of the street. Or if it's not, it's just strange.
やっ
I'm
と
finally
戻れた
back.
ね。うちはいろ
To
ん
be
なとこ
honest,
ろを回って
I've seen and expected quite a lot, but it's more comfortable in this realm.
銀の巣も銀
There
の
is
巣
no
も
place like
我
home.
が犬もしかしたら
Well, that troublemaker Donix seems to have come to your home
散々トラ
too.
ブルをおかしい。
Strange.
ここ
We
に
haven't
来てから
detected any
痕跡
traces
を
of it
検出
since
で
we
きなくなっ
arrived
た。
here.
おそらく
It's probably because of the
回収
fear
が原因
gathering.
確かにあり得るね
Makes sense.
測定
When the
対象の
average concentration of the
平均
detected
濃度が高くなると
object is too
シス
high,
テムの
the
識別
system
に
threshold is
自動的に
automatically
調整
raised.
そうなると
Traces that were
識別
recognizable
できた
before
対
might
象の
not be so
痕跡
now.
を察知でき
And
なくなる
here, the shadow is everywhere.
ここはちょうど影があちこちに存在するつまり
In other words, we were chasing a drop of water and accidentally fell into a pond?
みたいなもん
厄介だね。
This is tricky.
ここは一
Should
旦
we
飛ば
skip
しておい
this
て。
place and try
街
to
の
our
他
luck
の出
with
口
the
ま
other
で
exits on the
試してみ
street?
る？いやいや。
There is no
そんな
need for
面倒な
that.
ことをし
I
な
got
くても
this.
大丈夫
Just
だ
lay
よ。
back and watch.
琥珀街はうち
Calling
の
Humber
縄
Street
張
my
り。
turf might be a bit of an exaggeration, but after making a living here for so many years,
長年ここ
people
で
are
生
rather
計を立てて
familiar
き
with
たんだ
me.
から普段は街での出来事となれば
I know
すぐさま
everything
う
that
ちの耳に
happens on
入
the
るんだ。
street.
本当
Is that so?
何し
I
ろ
travel by relying
地方を
on
遊歴
good
するのは
connection.
良いご縁をいっ
You
ぱい
don't travel,
結ば
but
ない
do you
と。
travel?
とにかく
Anyway,
まずは
I will
みんなを
take you
連れて
to
行か
ask
せてもらおう。
around first. We can use Helia's way later if we don't find anything.
その時はその時で
As the Shadow of Litos
提案
said,
通りにしよう。
On will be fine for the
リートお
time
じさんの
being.
か
Speaking of
それに
that,
しても
Amber Street is an
白街
interesting
本当に
place.
初めて来た
We
時は
lost two people the
二人
first
がい
time
な
we
くて
came here,
次に来
and
た
a
時
dog
は犬
the
がい
second
ない
time. Is there some kind of rule we're hearing something?
ここはやっぱり
I'd say let's go. I'd say let's go.
このままぼーっと立ってた
We
ら
might lose face
誰か
standing
がい
here
な
like
くなるかも
this.
しれない
幸い彼女は
Well,
命がな
at
くなる
least she didn't say lose our lives. I guess that's a good start. Also, Perception is starting to make jokes.
みんなのツボって
Your sense of humor seems a bit off.
いや
I don't
私は
have
ツボ
sense
なん
of
て持って
anything,
ない
literally. Just follow me, everyone. It will be
ついて
fine.
きて。ドニグルが派手にやら
I
かさ
hope
ないとい
Donik
いんだ
doesn't
けど
cause any trouble. Shall we head over
先にあっ
there
ち
and
の
have
方
a
を見て
look?
みる？
Why don't they give a border to these lines?
今日は何か面白いことあるかな
No.
出発
Oh, yo.
キュ
That's
ー
what
おじさん
Uncle
元気
Q,
してた？
how have you been lately? Feeling any better?
少
Oh,
女先
Master
生
Sonji, I was
ちょう
just
ど
looking
探
for
して
you.
たそう簡単に
I knew you
死んだ
wouldn't
り
die
なん
that
かしないって
easily.
信じてたぞ
Oh,
ああ、
that's
そ
for
れはも
sure.
ちろん。ちょっと
Wait, let's start over. I
だ
died?
ってどういうこと？最初から説明。
あのうさん
Oh,
くさい
it was that actor who always
なんた
acted
らリッカーの
mysteriously.
せいだな先生のことを
Shortly after you went missing, he went around saying you died in an
あいつが
accident
不測
and
の
that
事
it
態に
buried
なったとかなんとか言いふらして
he
たんだ
buried you by
で
himself.
も
He
自分
described
が
it
埋
very
葬した
vividly.
と語って
なるほ
I
ど。
see, he really knows how to do
彼
business.
もみんなを不安にさせ
Stir
て。
up chaos amongst the crowd to make profits, then explain it as an intentional act after we come
そ
back.
うしたって言ってくるはず。それは
Let's
さて
not
おき
worry about him, Uncle
おじ
Q.
さん
Have you heard?
聞いた
Heard
聞い
what?
たこと
Looks like we are not too late. Have you seen Donig recently?
最近
ドニグル
Donig? Not at all.
全く
I've never came to Amber
あ
Street,
の
did
方
it?
が琥珀街に
No.
昔は昔
In the past, yes. Donic's temper has changed a
何があ
lot
ったのか
recently.
わからないけど
Now no one knows where it
最近
is,
の
and it
ドニ
might
グルは
harm
性格
people.
がすごいで
I was trying to deal with this before.
じゃあ今はどうな
How
ってるんだ
come? How are things now?
直接処理
Since
し
I'm
に行ったん
handling
だ
this
から
myself, everything will be fine. But when I was about to bring it back, I hesitated for a moment, and it took the chance to escape.
それほど厄介な
It's
こと
not a
じゃ
big
ないけど
deal, but
みんなの身の
for
安
the
全
safety of the neighborhood, we came back
ちょっとした
to
道具を
hand a
配って
few
おこうと
things
思っ
out.
てはいこれ
Here, take this. It's
分野
shadow locating 7 color flame plume. Shadow locating 7 color flame plume. What?
ドニグルに遭遇
If
し
you
た
happen to run into Donig, just pull this lightning talisman,
同化符
and
に
it will
火をつ
keep
け
you
れば安
safe.
全になるよ
Lies.
先生
Wow. Master
このような貴
Sonchi,
重な一品
this
を
is so valuable.
もう一つ配って二つで
Shouldn't
一
there
つ
be
にした方
two
がいい
to
んじゃな
make
いか
it a pair?
それは
Relax, I made it this myself. One is enough.
安心それじゃあ Q おじさん
Alright,
約束だ
it
よ
should go check some other places. Take care, Uncle Q. This is basically homeopathy, I think.
小弱
Sonchi, why did you use that flame something before? Why didn't you use that flame something before?
バカ
Don't tell me you haven't figured out what it is.
小弱
Is that a fire fork or a signal
それとも
flare?
信号弾
もちろん前者
The former, of course. I love places with a bit of hustle and bustle.
花火に生活の
is
雰囲
that-
気があるかどうかは置いとい
If
て
that's the hustle and bustle you mean,
あの人たちが
are they your informants?
この方が
Alf
効
the
率的だろ
Half-Poet, double the results, right?
ことの顛末を
It will
いちい
take
ち
too
説明
long
して
to
た
tell
ら
him exactly
い
what
つ終わる
happened.
か分かる別に悪巧みなんてしてないよ
I did it purely out of good
昔
intention.
なら
I would have sold that
あんな
fireworks at a
いい値
good
段を
price
つけて売ら
before.
ないと気が済まなかったけどね
That's what we call
いわゆる
brick coping
元々
cost.
そうそう
Alright,
旧おじさん
Uncle Q just mentioned that there should be more informed sources. No, wait for me. Let me along.
いたいた
That's person
うち
who
を
is
埋
that?
葬してくれた
The
人
actor. The theater actor. It's like theater but fear. That's so short. The girl stood in front of a man silently. We are all three in this position.
どうかしたの
Oh, what's wrong? Do you feel like you're seeing a
お
ghost?
化けに会ったとでも思ってる
Or maybe there is two people one in front of each other.
小
Oh,
弱さん
Master Sonchi, you're
ご
okay.
無事だったんです
Everyone's been
ね
worried sick about you these days.
近頃か
Yeah, and by these days you mean I've only been away for half a day, right?
やっ
Don't exaggerate.
まあうちは
Well,
別
I'm
に
not
そ
here
れを
to
非
stir
難
up
す
the
るために
trouble.
話しかけた
I have some important matters to take
他
care
に
of.
聞いたよね
Haven't you heard? I'm not trying to scare you,
わ
but
ざと驚かせてるわけじゃなく
what the girl said sounded rather familiar.
それは
That's... The man quickly gazed at the people present.
先生
Master.
ちょっとだけ二人で話したいんです
へえ
Oh,
随
you're
分と慎
cautious.
重なんだね
Sure.
それじゃあみんな
Excuse us,
ちょっとだ
everyone.
け失礼す
I'll
る
be
ね
right back.
で
Doesn't she have any
彼
other
女は
tricks?
方法それを気にする
Adapting
必
to
要
the
はないんじゃない
circumstances isn't easy
適
after
材
all.
適所って言うで
Well,
も今まで掴んだ術の情報から
regarding
見
Shu,
れば
according to
そ
what
れ
we
はリトスト
understand,
みたいな人を
it
殺
is
せる
implied that
存
they
在
are
なのに
being
彼
beyond
女は
mortal. Just like Litost. But so far, the one we have met here is...
みん
Guys, a little
な
help
手を
here.
貸してくれる
Guys, a little help here? The girl voice came from the corner. It was a rather short conversation.
何があったの
Something happened?
行ってみよ
Shall we go check it out? The girl had many guesses about what they were The girls had many guesses about what they were going to see before arriving at the corner. They knew that Songchi's attempt to get so much for so little was never going to work. However,
どうしたの？
why are you all wearing that expression?
小弱。
Songchi, are you helping him move?
してるの？いや、
I think it looks like a robbery.
た方が適切かも。
In the blink of an eye, the actor who made a living by scaring horror was nowhere to be found. Why is this tint the color and not vivid? And an astonishing number of Langchu currency had been left next to the girl.
何物騒
What?
なこ
All
と
of my activities are completely legitimate.
ここにあるのは
That guy insisted on giving them of me. I tried to refuse him.
これがいい
Is it what you call selling at a good price?
実はそういう
Not really.
ほんのちょっとだけ内情を教えよう
I just let Tonkin sleep and mentioned some recent event casually.
そう
But he misunderstood and thought we brought back some
恩を
get-rich-quick
受ける極秘
scheme.
情報をわざわざ教えに来ね
After showing his gratitude, he stuffed all the shadows he earned into my
影
hands.
をあくまで
It's just a big misunderstanding. No one gets strong-armed into
じゃ
selling.
ないんだから
No one got strong-armed into selling.
これも
So, is this part of the plan?
一見何の関係もない
Some sort of
後
callback?
で複数
It's more like seeing a good opportunity and going along with it.
琥珀街では一人を除
That
い
guy is the second richest on Amber Street, but he's extremely stingy.
それ
Someone needs to do something so that these riches can start
お
circulating.
金は回らない
Oh, thank you, someone thinking about making circulating money in the economy.
でも安心して
Rest assured, we didn't delay anything related to On.
新しい手がかりでも使
Got any new clues?
その通り
Yeah, that guy didn't start spreading rumors without a
で
reason.
も通路が現
The
れ
noise from activating the pathway was too loud and caused some chaos on Amber
ちょっと
Street.
した騒動が
For them, the pathway had only been opened once in recent years.
幸いうちは
Luckily,
不在だったけ
a
ど
respected elder on the street spoke a few words to persuade the people to settle down when I was gone.
みんなが落ち着い先輩
An elder, but
術の
not a
人じゃ
shoe.
なくてそうだったら
It would be great if he was. Then we could hand Donning over him
ド
to
ニグ
deal
ルを
with.
彼に任せてでも
But over the years, it could be regarded as a regular human, who is almost equivalent to a
と
shoe.
言えるの
Anyway, let's go find him.
聞きに行こ
ああ、
Ah,
小弱
Master
先生。
Sonchi. Again?
本当にありがとうございま
Thank
す
you。very much. Uh-huh. Have I missed something? Is it like a North Korean leader? Scudder.
この人
This person.
どこか
I've
で
seen
会った
him
ような
somewhere before. Target. I drink water again. I got some spastic movements. That happens sometimes. But it's fine now. My neck is back to normal.
小弱
Sonchi?
老朽に残るのか
Are you staying in Langchu? Langchu is my home.
その
Where
言い
else
方
would
は
I
ちょっと
be?
水臭いんじゃないか通路のことで
I
騒ぎ
heard
にな
about
った
the
と
cows,
聞いたよ
the cows the pathway
手間を
caused.
かけさせちゃったね
Sorry for the trouble.
そうなの
Oh,
か
I thought you might have changed your mind.
後悔したのかと思った。
後悔
Changed my mind?
他のことはあま
I
り
may know a little about many things.
前
The
回
last time the pathway
あん
opened,
たを自由
it
に
was to
させ
help you
るため
regain freedom.
長く生きて
That's
きたやつ
probably not a secret for someone who's lived long enough.
てっきり今回は
I thought you finally regretted refusing Litos to
リトストの
Goodwill.
善意を断ったことを後悔したからだと思ったんだが
No, it was Donning.
ないよ。どういうことかわ
I
から
don't
ない
know
ん
what
だけど
happened, but it suddenly opened the pathway by itself and went to the area
うちが
where
分
we
離
got
させた場所まで
separated.
行ったの。
桜花のことか
Do you mean Hoxia?
その通り。
Yeah, and it touched one of my
その
friends.
せいである友人も
Have you seen Donning lately?
ないな
No, besides in everyday life. I haven't paid any attention to the shadows for a
とっく
long
に興
time.
味をなくしてるでもあいつ
But
の
if it's
こと
Donning, Sonchi, shouldn't you have anticipated this?
あんたたち何しろ
No one knew where Donning was on our side willingly under someone's control, except for Litos himself.
それとも誰かの仕業によるものなのかおそらくリトスト以外は誰一人として知らないはずだドニグルは影から
Donning is a monster from the shadows after all.
あんたは
Although you may not have changed your mind, it might not be the same for it.
そうとは
おじさん、
Are you suggesting that Donning is preparing to become one of the 10 faces of misery again?
再び
さあ
I can't say for sure. I'm just reminding you of its nature.
あい
でも
It's been a whole century.
100
Would it really have waited until now?
そ
機会を伺ってた
Perhaps he lacked an opportunity, or perhaps some things take this long to faster.
ひねくれてしまう長尺
Still, I might not be the smartest, but I'm sure no
俺
one
が知
knows
っている
that
のは
Donning
ほん
knew
のわ
about
ずかな部分
Litos'
かもしれ
death.
ないがリトストの真実
Still, I might not be the
ドニグル
smartest,
がどう
but I'm sure no one knows that Donning no one knows what Donning thought about Litos' death.
でも
But Litos,
あれはリトおじさんが自ら入念に計画したもので
not Litos. But Litos carefully planned that himself.
あ
Well,
あ
that's
確かに
true.
その通りだ
But put aside Dongchi. That's
長尺
Donning.
認
Who was
め
the
て
closest
尊
to
重
him?
できたとしてもあんたや
Even
俺
you
ですら
or
そう。
I acknowledge the respect and respect
あいつと
something.
一番
Can we
親し
really
かった
accept
ドニ
it?
グルとなれば
それは
Well,
ドニグル
Donning, could it be it was looking for a way to bring Litos
リ
back
トお
to
じさんを
life?
生き返らせようと
わからんそれ
No
に
one can say for sure.
リトスト自身の意思を
Besides,
考えると
considering Litos as his own free will, we can't even guess Donning's motivation. Your theory might be
あんたが
completely
さっき言っ
wrong.
てた推測も
それもそうだね。
True.
じゃあ
So, could you do me a
ちょっと
favor?
手伝ってくれる
If you see Donning, please find a way to tell us immediately.
うちに連絡して。以前ここから
Just use the fireworks I borrowed from you before.
な
You
お
just call it lantern big timer such fireworks.
今や花火扱いされるまあ確かに
Well, it's hard to find another use for them now. That's fine. Thanks a lot. It doesn't look really old, man. It just looked like with an halo on a fraction of his body.
ああそういや
By the way,
どこまで調べてるのかわから
I
ない
don't know what to keep your investigation has been, but from what I can tell, the chaos today wasn't caused by the pathway.
何者か
I
が
think someone is pulling out the 7 nails one by one,
少なくと
and
も
at least 2 have already been pulled out.
ようだ
2? We removed only 1, right?
直に見てみようと思っていた
I
が
was planning to check out the matter myself, but now,
本当に
if it's really Donning, an ordinary person like me should stay away from those
首に
nails.
近寄らない方がいい
それは
No wonder Donning didn't fix the
通
nails
りであ
there.
っちの
Could
首
it
を
really
元に
be?
戻さなかったんだ。わかった。
Alright, let's go take a look ourselves. Thanks.
ありがと
I'll
ね。
treat you to a
落
nice
ち着いたら
meal
いいもの
later
をご馳走するから。
that you will steal, right? Forget about it. You've always nowhere to be found when it
毎
will
回
be
おるっ
comes
ていう割に
when the
は
bill
会
comes.
計するときに
Yes,
いつも
it's
いな
another
くなる
option
から
rather
な
than steal.
ま
Oh dear, oh dear, time is running out. We better hurry. See ya.
やっ
This is so troublesome. Just pay your food, lady.
ドニグルは
I
ちょっ
thought
と我
Donnie
慢できな
couldn't
くて
wait
外へ
to
遊び
to
に
go
行った
out
のか
and
と思っ
play.
てたけ
So
ど
now it's not as simple.
そんな単さっきのおじさん
The gentleman
なんか
before seemed more
強弱
professional than
専門家っ
you.
ぽいけど
Well, you're not wrong, I guess. Even though he's not a shoe, he was a professional who dealt with shadows in
術
his
とは
youth.
全く違う
So of course he knows and understands
若い
more
頃は
than me.
影に対処それで
So what did you learn from
ようやく
him?
何か
You
に気づ
seem
いたみた
to
い
suddenly have an idea.
彼ちょっと整
Well,
理す
where
る
should I start?
どこから話すべきか
The fact that 2 nails have been pulled? Am I forgetting something? I thought we pulled it out just 1 nail. Right, even without saying it, I'm sure everyone probably knows it
違いがな
already.
くたって他の術の
Unlike other shoes, Litos had been dead for over a century, which it seems the day Langshu was separated from Oxia.
老朽と
And the other shoes, whatever done? Is that you?
それも
Where they ended up?
彼が
And
自ら
it was his own choice to die alone. Yes, it likes to die, we understood
も
that.
ともとあれは
That was Litos' only wish. Everyone can understand that to some extent. Well, more or less.
だしでも
But Donic didn't even show up on the day Litos died, and no one knew where it went.
しかも
Isn't time that someone tried to explain why the fucking dog is around the Litos? Why do they cooperate?
「翌日になると
Even the next day, Donic acted as if nothing has happened. It didn't even mention Litos, its former
全然口にしな
master.
かったの
Also, it talks with you.
跡形もなく消え去るっていう彼の生前の願いを叶えようとしたのかどうかはわからないけど
Sorry. I can tell if it did it to maintain Litos' wish to disappear without a trace.
それについてだけど
I think what the gentleman said just now is more accurate. When you acknowledge and respect something, it doesn't necessarily mean you can truly accept it.
そうだよね
Right, maybe after an entire century,
あれこれ
it's feeling more and more regret.
悲しくでもそれ
But
が
if
目
this is
的
the
なら
reason,
どうして
then why
僕
would
に
it
手をつけ
target
たの
Oxia?
むしろ逆だった
Could it be the opposite?
桜花で
Because Donic saw something in Oxia, it started thinking about bringing its master back to life. Interesting, but also why are they not treating the dog as a menace? Just wanted to fuck everything. Did I miss something? Let me check the model. Okay. Right. Maybe.
そうだ
On perception, what do you think?
話す前に
First, I strongly recommend you will ask me in a more clear-cut manner.
ドニグルの目的に
As for Donic's
あな
purpose,
たたちと同じ
like all of you, I have no
私に
idea.
はわからんしかし
But an existence unrelated to us trying to pull out the
七
seven
首を抜くも
nails,
のが確かに
I
存在
think
してい
only
るのだ
Donic can do that.
おそらく実際すでに
In
眠りに
fact,
ついた
aside from
術
those
たち
shoes
の
that are asleep, only Donic can pull out the nails.
じゃあ釘を
What will
全て
happen
抜
if
い
all
た
the
ら
nails are pulled
どんなこと
out?
が起きるの
ああ
Oh, nothing serious.
罹患の術
The
装
ten face of misery will appear in the wall and shadow once restrained and turned into tools by the shoes will regain their freedom.
自由を取り戻す
Things like that. So the ten face of misery will appear in the world and shadows on the ten face of misery will appear in the world, and shadows once restrained and turned into tools by the shoes will regain their freedom. Things like that. Okay, I have no idea how to use the commas, but I do think we use commas in the improper way in general.
その暁には
Langchi will surely be destroyed, and after overflowing this place,
そして
it might continue to conquer 30 or 50 other Bravo universe.
世界の泡を
Oh yes,
30
nothing
程度
serious.
ただそれだけの話だ
随分と危なく
Don't you think your safety mechanism is a bit too hasty for such a dangerous thing?
は
You don't have to listen to its fear-mongering.
何し
The
ろ
shoes may be asleep, but besides tossed, they're
離島寺さん
they are
以外
still here in this
全員生きてるん
world.
だから
They won't let the shadows cause such a big
放って
mess.
おくわけがそれに
And even if all the seven nails anchoring the wall are pulled out, nothing disastrous will happen right away. The system has its own inertia, and it's not easy to displace.
そうか
確かに たちまち
True,
滅びる
I
と
might
いう
have
話
exaggerated a bit.
ただの冗談だと思ってほしい。
True, it might have. I struggle to appreciate your unitimely sense of
さ
humor.
すがに理解できない。まあまあ。
Alright, at least our goal is just to become much
一通り尋ねて
just become much clearer
目
now.
標がはっきりしてきたし、ドニグルでも
Even if it's Donig pulling out those nails will require considerable
手
effort.
間がかかるだろ
We can definitely catch up to
う
it.
ちらなら絶対
Especially
に追いつける。
saying this, the girl turned on a hint of confidence.
その中には
There is probably a nail that Donig
絶
can't
対に
pull
抜けない
out.
釘がある。おなみこな
Do they also explode when they
くるっと回
do make a loud sound when they remove the nails? We have 4 minutes time. Oh yeah, great.
出発
Can you jump on her? I would. Apparently not, I would say no.
今日は何か面白いことあるか
Uh-huh.
な出発
Wait, that's interesting. She doesn't get disappear if I... My character disappear, but she doesn't. No one saw anything. I have to maybe put the camera in out mode, should I?
今日は何か面白いことあるか
No, cancel. Can I... Mike. Sorry. That's the...
今日は何か面白いことあるかな
Can she... What? Continue testing main mission.
Senaria, 必ず任務をクリアするよ
Where are we?
張り切って出発みんなついてきてさあ湧き出て
No!
流れよ
I keep getting the wrong... Weak floors can be broken by explosion or by character slam attack. They broke... Max?
また私の番来た
Is something I can break here? Does this work? No, this isn't. Okay. Let's do
お
this.
ーい
Fuck.
大丈夫
I'll one day be able to. Why is this so easy? Literally, there is no alternative option. Maybe I should.
これで終わり
Oh, chest. Nasty exception again.
来た
Did I smash this before? Did I smash it at bad? Explosive cat. Trigger an AoE explosion upon being destroyed by an attack, dealing damage to surrounding monsters and destroying all destructible items in range.
あ
Okay. You didn't even get that.
来た
Oh shit. Is anything here? But what is this building? Why are we here? Destructible wall. This wall can be destroyed with attacks. Reasonable.
誰も見てないはず。
Just
隠しておこう。あ、えい。歩幅を考えると、誰かに背負ってもらった方が効率的だと思う。
why is level 1 at chest? It's not-
うん、来た。
Oh, finally something more complex. So I think I was wrong. It's not more complex. Ah,
あ、これで終わり？
so.
えい。あ、うん。
Where is? Where did we end up? Stop falling, Colori. That's so annoying, that animation. Okay, so eroded ruins.
あ、うん。そうだ。
Right, the waterfall over there and this dark river. Are they both shadows too?
全部影？その通り。
Indeed. But if you do fall inside, it will be much more dangerous than falling into water.
そのリトストっていう人。
So about Litos, what exactly?
それについては、
Well, as much as they want to publicize Litos deeds for everyone to know, but since his wish was to remain unknown, I'll keep it quiet.
それに、
After learning the truth, just staying in Langchu would make some people restless, and many businesses on Amber Street wouldn't be able to
一日中
operate.
恐怖に。
But they would make a lot of money from the gatherings, I guess. I don't have this.
うん。
Let's just have fun and die inside the shallow water.
任せて。
Oh. I don't believe. Oh, if that is closed, it has consumed the energy.
宝箱は多い方がいいよね。張り切って出発。こっちだよ。はぐれないでね。
Oh, look at from the other side.
みんな
Oh, recharge some.
張り切ってか。
Shit! You have multi-level stuff. Oh, the level. Oh.
よいしょ。おっ、
Shit. Okay. Can I go there? Because 2
みん
minutes.
なついてきて。宝箱は多い方がいいよね。
Great.
みんなついてきて。 いくよ。
This is where I was before.
張り切って出発。近くに崩壊エネルギー反応
I'm
があ
missing
るから
something.
気をつけて。
Oh, this is where we started. Alright, yes.
みんなついてきて。
Useless though. I was hoping it was cool. How do we get up? We can clean out. Never mind. So this is very. Mm.
みんなついてきて。
No, there was not like. Oh shit! That's so close. Oh. That's all will be there forever. I will keep falling in that.
遅いよ。
Sorry guys. Okay.
おかしい
Right.
こいつら
How strange. This
前よ
seems
りも
tougher
怖
than
くなって
before.
る
Tough?
そう
Really? Perception? Shall we lend an
うちらも
hand?
手伝いに行こ
Or if you really want. Perception?
うもう協力ね
Hey, perception. That's embarrassing
え
for
無視
me.
されるとこっちの面目が立たないんだけど
すまない。
Apologies. I was just focused
あ
on
いつら
feeling
の
their
影を
shadow.
感じ取ることに専念していた。単刀直入に言う。
Simply put, all of you have got very high.
奴らを呼び寄せる
Although
力。
traces of dawning still
そ
exist
こには
within
ド
the
ニ
power
ブルの
gathering
痕
them,
跡が
the
多
pool
少
of
は
shadow is still the source of it all.
元をたどれば英単が大半を占めている。
What?
天井天下この一撃のみ。
There it is.
「宝箱は多い方がいいよね。みんなついてきて。張り切って出発。近くに崩壊エネルギー反応があるから気をつけて。いくよ。張り切って出
I
発。
think they could have tried harder through the materials that they're doing. There's so much.
いくよ。
Wait.
張り切って出発。
Now where do we go?
みんなついてきて。こっちだよ。はぐれないでね。
Where do we go?
張り切って出発。
Okay, there.
お、よいしょ。いくよ。宝箱は多い方がいいよね。みんなついてきて。 張り切って出発。
There's so many, right?
みんな
Hmm. The dog pooped on the floor, I guess.
結果から見れば
It seems the result is the same as before.
釘がとうと
Did
う
it pull out another nail?
その通り。
Yes, but it shouldn't have happened at this
理論
quickly.
上はもしかしたら
Perhaps it is
相
some
手
kind
には
of
自
cheat
分な
code.
りのチート
Is
ツ
that the
ール
right
がある
one?
のかも。
そうだ。
Well, right or wrong, don't we also have our
こっ
own
ちも
cheat
チート
codes?
ツールを。みんなの推
We
測に
think
よ
that
る
the
と
shadows here are
こ
this
の
kind
影
of
は
source
一
matter,
種の根
right?
源物質なんでしょ。今目の
Now,
前
with
に
so
影
many
が
shadows in
ある
front
んだ
of
から
us, we should be able to extract much more information than before. But why don't we just split and search for all the nails at the same time?
確かに
That's true.
つまり
So when you say
人間の質
Chito,
抽出
you
装
meant
置が
our source matter
違
extractor.
う
The dog may know about sanction perception, but he can't know we have this card
多
about
少は知
this.
ってるか一理あるね
Makes sense, and with the cover of Lito's shadow, we can ignore the halogen
アレ
problem
ルギ
for
ー
a
の問題
while.
もしばらく分かったじゃあ
Alright,
試してみる
then
ね
let me try. Ah, that doesn't seem working very well. Grow out his eyes.
これは
Pink. That is this tombstone? Investigate the stone tablet. Not a tablet. Oh, that's long one. That's Trace. Even to have repeatedly emphasized the nature of the situation, perhaps he still doesn't understand what will happen next. Even at its core, it will approaches in shadows, and the fear it brings is enough to send shivers down one's spine. But at this moment, it's no different from the common field dog, except for its paranoia. So you still refuse to see Litos for the last time? Perhaps that is his only wish. Come on, Litos was just putting on hires as usual. There is no way he'd just die like that. No one knows how many debts Litos has left unpaid better than me. And you won't even try to stop it, like you've always done? It doesn't matter. If he wants to die, let him die. I should say. But I don't think that by doing so, he can escape from my torment. If he thinks that he can gain something by this sacrificial death, I won't let him have his way. Why are you laughing? I just remembered some old tales. Though I know a little about it, there seems to be a condition in this world that makes people rely on their perpetrators. Now that two become one, it's interesting, but that's your business after all, and I won't interfere. What I want to do today is nothing more than fulfill my duty. Dawning, as an important creature of the shadows, perhaps you don't understand the weight of parting, but I must remind you again, after tomorrow, Litos will indeed die, and die as he wished. The achievements he will obtain will be enough to settle all old debt. Yes, Donig, since I know where we are heading, after today, when this world splits in two, Litos will absorb all the fear he can contain within himself and die. The blood flowing within him and the moment will also turn into pool water infused by the shadows of calamity, flowing through the land of Langju. Through this, we can establish it as the foundation of the 10 faces of misery and imprison the shadows within or take them for ourselves. But why are they telling that to the dog? This is also why it can erase the past, Donning. Through the death that is about to take place, your master will assist me in making the wall. I would say that I hate when I do these kind of things. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, I was playing with them all. It seems to be my master notes. I didn't know they were buried in the pool of shadows. But it saves a lot of lengthy explanation. Why are there notes on a tablet? Now you should know how the word of Langshu was born a century ago. Now you should know how the word of Langshu was born a century ago. So you did follow this plan? Yes, otherwise we wouldn't be standing here. No wonder you said some people would get restless about this.
老朽に流れ
All the rivers flowing to Langshu come from the blood of
どれ
sacrifice
も
of
とある
one
人物の
person.
殉死
そこまで絶対
Not necessarily.
最初は
It was
確
the
かに
case
そ
in
う
the
だった
beginning, but
ここにいる
except for a few people, the pool of shadows, it is
英
where
単は
most of
確かに帰
them
る場
will
所なん
end
だ
up.
帰る場所
Where they will end up?
そう
Yes, from the
何し
perspective
ろ
of balancing the
大
great
崩壊は均
eruption,
衡状
the
態に
pool of shadow is not a
視
cure
点
after
から見れ
all.
ば最後を迎える人は
It's kind of Langshu
自ら英
tradition.
単に入るも
In
しく
their
は
dying moments, they enter the pool of shadows on their own, or link the bodies to the pool of shadows in some form, and then
最
disappear
後は
without a
跡形もな
trace.
く消えるなるほど
I see. So people's fear of death allowed Langshu to continue to this day.
死に対する
確かに
That's one
そう
way
理
of
解する
putting
こと
it.
が
少し変わった
The
方
process is a bit strange,
あんたたちは
but at least there is some kind
世
of
界の
rule set.
法則を
でも聞く
It
限り
seems that I've also
私
seen
たち
the
は
deeds
狼
of
も
these
リトスとの
It
行動の後を
seems that
目
we
に
have
して
also
た
seen the deeds of these Litos in Noxia.
ヘ
Oh,
ニャ
you
はなか
weren't
った
there at the time.
小弱を媒体
It
にし
was when
て
we used the relic to
外
explore
物を
things
使って
related to Amber
琥
Street
珀
to
岩に関する
Songchi.
情報待った待った
Oh, stop saying that he's a
ブツじゃ
relic.
なくてブー
My
ム
master is still in a good health,
師匠はま
and
だ
he's
ピン
not
ピン
at
してる
home.
から
Oh, so that is his master. Everyone need to know.
あ
Sorry,
ごめんなさい
anyway. After
とにかく
contacting Songchi,
小弱と接したこと
it
で
can sporadically
ブーム
reproduce
ズは
things
要求に関
related
する
to
情報を
Rangchu.
途切れ途切れに再現してくれたのそして殉死の術であるリトストの名前も出てきたんだ
And the name, Litos of the Shoe of Sacrifice, appeared often in those recurrence.
そんなことがあったの
Really?
あ
Did you
見
use?
ちゃいけないもの
Did you see
してない
anything
よ
that
ね
you shouldn't have seen when he was a genocidal maniac?
なん
What are you referring to?
時間
Time
と
and
条
resources
件
were
がかなり
quite
限られ
limited
てた
back
から
then.
人工知
I
能
was
を
just
借りて
using an
時間
AI
の
system
情
to
報を
get a general
ざっと読む
understanding
こ
of
と
the
しかできな
text.
かったの何か
The
まず
scene
い
when
ことで
he
もある
gets
の
a genocidal
なんなら
maniacal
後で
was
親
seen
切姉さんに
in
頼ん
a
で
in a
そ
external
れを NG
cutscene,
ワード
not
に
from
加え
the,
てもいいけ
not
ど
from our point of view, was it? If there are any keywords that I should avoid, maybe you can ask Changshu to add them to the system later.
そうなると
Does that mean I still have to tell you
後
the
でまた簡
condensed
略版を
version
教
of
え
the
ないといけ
sensitive
ない羽目にな
content?
るよねそんなに難しい
Stop
顔
looking
を
so
しないで
confused. She's one of the 7 shoes and
彼
resident
女
of
も
Humber
魔術
Street,
の一人で
so she may also have her privacy reproduced by that system.
そのシステムによ
Alright,
って
back to the point at
プライベー
hand.
トが再現される可能性がそれで
The so-called 7 nails and their functions, were they actually created by
リト
Lito's
ストが
death?
自分の死で大体
That's pretty
そんな
much
感じかな七釘は本物の釘みたい
They
に
aren't like real
老朽
nails
を
that
どこ
pin
かに
Langshu
ねつけてる
somewhere.
わけじゃない
Instead, using the power of the
術の
shoes,
力で英
they
単と老
nail
朽をくっつけ
they
ること
nailed the
で
entire pool of shadows
大
above
崩壊に対
Langshu
抗して
to counteract the
海による
great eruption and
侵食を防
prevent
い
the
でる
corruption of the sea.
大体って
As for the rest,
ちょっとした違い
perception,
がある
is
から
there any way to make it easier for everyone to
各
understand?
内容が明白ではない
That's a vague demand, but as you wish.
これは
What is this? Oh, that is Soxia? What is below? The pool of shadows? Oh, it's the sea of data. I guess.
取るに足らない
Just some insignificant features. She wants to
何
know
を
what
見
is
せてるのかを
displaying.
聞いてるの
わかった
Alright.
安価4地
You
方
may
という
have heard of
地
the
理用語は
geographical term the four quarters of Antares.
そのうちの2つ
And the last two remaining quarters, Langshu and Hoxia, currently exist
こ
in
の
the
状
state
態
you
で
see
存
them.
続している全体的な構造ははっ
The
きり
structure should be quite obvious. From top to bottom, there are the current Hoxia, Langshu, where
そして
all
全てを
you
飲み込もうとする
where you all are now,
上から
and the
下へ
sea
と
trying
並
to
んでいる
engulf everything.
現実の空間
Although
で
the
は
physical world isn't categorized in position like top or bottom,
関係はない
these places do exist in the same
それ
way.
ぞれが
置かれている状況
By that you mean
100年前
the
7
seven shoes did something simple a century ago.
7人は
With the
力を合
combined
わせ
power of the seven, they tore off a corner of the world, placing it in on the boundary between the current Hoxia and the sea, which is now
つま
Langshu.
り一人の死をもっ
With
て
one person's death, they turned all the shadows in the world into a pool of death.
そして
allowing it to flow through the land and block the corruption of every what? Yeah, whatever. In the end, they set the 7 nails, which stabilized the tributaries from this pool of shadows and prevented them from overflowing. This protected Langchu and Hoxia from being invaded.
じゃあ
So, what if all the nails are pulled out? In that case, Oxia might not return to his former state right away, but the power accumulated in the pool of shadows could easily tear Langchu apart. Nice ending.
でもあの
Then, what is it for the talk? Does it hate Langchu that much?
もしかして老朽
そんなに大げ
I
さな
don't
も
think
ので
this
はない
lengthy explanation was needed
影の
for
造物である以上
As a creation of shadows, Donig won't suffer any harm from this. What if this isn't the full
そう
story?
かエイタンが世界
And
の
the power of the pool of shadows can nail a bubble universe. Then can it also be removed?
例えば
Move like
こんな風に
this?
残念ながら
Unfortunately,
それは
the answer is
十
yes.
分あり得る話だ
So the shadows will attack Oxia instead of Langchu. Oh, so he lost Langchu. And one or ate Oxia.
待って
Wait, Carly, could this be why Donig went to Oxia?
あいつその際
So Donix took the chance to leave its own target point and is now getting ready to use the power of the pool of shadows to move the entire world?
少なくとも
At least Oxia and Langshu's situation might be completely reversed, making this world thing not so harmful.
何のメリットもないとは言えないつまり
So Donix thinks the respective experience of the two worlds over the past century as unfair?
感じたのさて
Who knows? This is just a theory.
でもこっちに
But one of us can restore the
クリアを
nails,
元通り
right?
にするのつまり
So you're saying that so as long we constantly restore the pulled out nails, Donny can never achieve this
そして
goal,
持久
and
戦に
during
持
this
ち込んで
process we will
尻尾を
eventually
掴む
catch
と
it.
いいんじゃない
聞いたところ
Sound like simple manual labor.
おそらく
I'm afraid things aren't quite as simple as that.
もしかして
You mean
そういえば
the nail is
目
in
の前
front
にあ
of
る
us?
釘は
Doesn't
リト
belong
スト
to
のものじ
Litost?
ゃないよね
The nail in front of us doesn't belong to Litost?
その通り
No, it doesn't.
彼の
His
首
nail
は
is the
あの
first
最初
one.
の柱
さっき見た
But
影
the shadow I saw just now was one of
罹患の
these
術
10
装
faces of misery, wasn't it?
わずかな手がかりを手
Congress,
に入れ
you've
た
got
み
to
たい
lead.
だ事実上
In fact, it's
こ
not
のよ
just
うな
this
つな
kind
が
of
りだけでは
connection.
なく
If you look at the trace left by Donny, it seems to be using some power that can only come from the pool of
栄冠
shadows.
特有のそれは他の70
This has
とは関
nothing
係
to
な
do
く
with the other shoes.
ただ
It
単に
only
リトストから得たものだ
comes from Litost, or maybe the source.
それって
This is a problem.
厄
In
介だ
terms
ね
of shadows, Litost and Donny
影
could
って
be
言うなら
regarded as
リ
one.
トおじさんとドニグルは同一英単の力を使うとなれば
They can wield the power of the pool of shadows much easier than others.
Are 他にそれを証明
Are there any other leads that can support this theory?
ない
Not really. Isn't I just no?
でも
Perhaps you
多
could
くの
ask the
学者たち
scholar
に
in
聞いてみたらどう
Oxia.
だろうか
They can see the changes from another
彼らは
perspective.
他の
そうだね
Okay, I will
姉さん
contact
に連
Changshu.
絡し
Now they will like screaming, "Oh my god, this is a disaster here!" Using the communicator on the actual of the apocalypse, the group reported perceptions theory to Changshu.
うん
Okay, now
私
it's
も
fine.
さっき
Well, I just heard your discussion through the intelligent
観測デ
monitor
バイスで
on
あ
Hon.
なた研究所もそ
The
の可能性
institute
に
will
つい
research
て調
this
査を
matter
して
and check the potential
標的
target's
になり
point.
そうなポイントを
Meanwhile,
捜
you
索
should adapt to the situation and find a way to cut off the
あなたたち
connection
の
in
方だけ
Langchu.
ど
試す方法はあ
There
る
is something you can try, but it's probably a gamble.
それは
大博打
A gamble?
その通り
Yes, the only way
唯一
is
の方法はみんなにすぐ
all of you
知
must
っても
die
らう
right
こと
now. The
それも
sooner
な
the
るべく
better.
早めに
Maybe not. Okay.
まあただねその面白くない
Please explain your dark
意味をはっ
joke.
きり
The
教え
sooner
てほ
the
しい
better.
今回は冗談で
This time is not a joke, to some extent. The pool of shadow is gradually becoming part
ド
of
ニグルの
Donning.
一部になドニグルはきっと七釘を抜き英単を解放させる
Its
ことに集
attention
中してい
is
る
focused on equal. Its attention is focused on pulling out the 7 nails and freeing the pool of shadows from its constraint.
ならそ
So,
の尻尾を使
by
うため
jumping
に
into the pool of shadows now, there is a good chance you will
両者を
find a
引き
way
離
to
す機
separate
会
the
を見つ
two.
けられる
大博打と言えるほど
That
の話
doesn't
だと
sound
は
like a
思えない
gamble
け
to
ど
me.
英単に飛び込んだ時の
What will happen after we jump into the pool of shadows?
死に際に立つ
Since
も
you
のでは
aren't
ない
actually
以上
dying, you won't reach the end of your lives like in the Langshu
本
tradition.
当の意味でしかし
But if
それ
Donnie
を同化する気がドニ
has
グ
no
ルにない
intention of trying to assimilate
十
it,
層に
you
まと
will
わ
have
り
to
つか
endure
れ
being
生
entangled
きて
with the
いる
10
ことを
faces
後
of
悔す
misery,
るだろう
which is worse than that.
つまりドニグルが英
In
単
other
と同化
words,
した
jumping
時
isn't
飛び込んでも自殺
isn't
に
to
なら
side
ない
if Donnie assimilates the pool of shadows, right?
ああ
That's right.
その
In
場合
this case, it will be much safer
リトス
because
トの
Lito's
影
shadow
はあな
has
た
no
たちに危
intention
害
of
を加
harming
え
you.
ない
But you have to seize the right
そうすれば
time to enter.
みん
つまり
You mean this is more like jumping into its belly?
あ
Exactly. Once
非常
it
に
notices
気づかれた
anything
場合
wrong and decides to do
腹の
something,
中にい
you
る
will have no way to
あなた
resist.
たちに
あなたの手助けがあった
Even with your help,
私の助けがあること
with
も
my
含め
help,
て計算勝率は
the chance of you winning
99%
will
以
be
上
over
になるだろう
99%.
そんなに簡単な
Isn't
もの
that
なの
pretty promising?
いや
Not really. The
私の
chance of you
助けを
getting
得ら
my
れない
help
確
is
率は
50%.
もともと 50%も
おい少女くんどう思う
Songji, what do you think?
うちも何かうまいことを言いたい
I'd
ん
like
だ
to say a
けど
few things.
例えば
Like one person should be left to be on guard, and I happen to be quite good at it.
ちょうどうちが得意なんだ
Someone already backpedaling.
でも本当に
Jokes aside, if you want to say if what you say is true, I can't just watch a few outsiders solve Langshu troubles on their
するわ
own.
けにはいかないよね世を渡り歩くには
Reputation matters in our line of work.
どうせタイミング
As long as we have the right timing, it doesn't really matter if we have another shoe helping us. Right perception?
確かにその
Right.
通り
でもやっ
But I still don't understand what Donning is really after.
師匠
Things won't end well if we wake up my master.
大ひどい師匠
Master?
ドニグルの状況は
Running aside, how do we seize this
タイミングとやらを
opportunity?
どう把握する
It
の
can be purely based on
まさ
luck,
か
I
運
assume.
任せともちろん
Of course not. Although we didn't expect to reach this point, we did prepare in
方
advance.
法ならとっくに準備してある琥珀街にいた
Don't forget our trip to Humber Street earlier.
あの花火のこと
You mean the fireworks?
ごもっ
Right, and I know exactly where the other nails are.
花火さえ
We
見ら
just
れ
need
た
to
ら
wait and see where the firework tracks.
そうそう
Oh yeah, we should go and seal the nails
封じておこう
on this side first.
何もしない
It won't be
より
long
は多分
before we
マシだ
get to
から
see the fireworks.
こう見えてもちゃんと警戒してるんだよ。いくよ
Let's go doing this manicure. It's a nail.
セナディアターゲットに接近中。
Can I jump there or if to go?
出発
I think I have to take the long road. Seriously? Okay, I should have followed the truck on the ground and not. Why is there so many layers this elevator though? There's something else to unlock in this side. Okay, no.
張り切って出発
That's it.
「稲妻準備完了」いい景色。え、もう行くの？
はい。 the fuck? Got distracted for a moment.
出発。前方の敵は私に任せて。
こんなに早く来るなんて。
Here so soon? Yes, because again it didn't yet result when sealing the nail.
だからすぐに
My,
影が
now I
集まっ
think
てくるん
about
だ
it,
よ
are you
ね。
implying something?
みんなついてきて。
Aye. Guys, I'm getting materials in the chest. Mind your business.
行動可能。遠慮はいら
Try
ない。
to be more educated.
射撃の時間だ。ぼーっとしないで。
言いたくない本当に。大変だ。
やっほー。いけ。さあ。ビビビビビビュー。やっほー。さあ忘れて。星々の流れよ。やっ。さあ。
Still no movement. Shall we take a look at the next nail first?
次の釘を見に行こう。
Do you want us to go randomly around? But this puzzle is completely stupid.
近くに崩壊エネルギー反応があるから気をつけて。宝箱は多い方が。
Oh, fireworks.
Come
Oh,
on,
that
Dog.
voice. I didn't hear any voice, only the firework.
張り切って出発。
あの辺り。
Location, right? It's close to the nail.
釘の近くだよ。早く行こう。こっちこっち。
I'm certain. Hurry, over here. Run fast. Oh, she's taking the shortest path. Great, but she's very slow. What's that doesn't matter.
こっちだよ。はぐれないでね。
Now is the time.
ここかな。
Is it here?
さっき言い出した
When
時
you
は
mentioned
てっ
it
きり。
earlier, I thought
もちろん。
it's safer to
やっ
enter
ぱ
from a
り支流の
tributary.
方が前に英単
If
を
we
見
really
たけ
enter
ど、
from that pool of shadow
本当
we
に
saw
そこから飛び
before,
降り核が言ってたように、
as perception said,
溺れ死に
even
は
if
し
we
なくて
don't
も
roll, if we
時
don't
間
roll
の
it,
10層のうちのいくつかに出くわすだろう
you
ね。
can say if you don't roll it. Even if you don't roll it, we'll inevitably be contained by the 10 faces of misery. In times like these, you should leave someone to be on guard. I think Han is better at that.
と
Did you just repeat what I said?
夢追い人の
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
although
Although catching the leader first was my idea, if on as many as enemy shops, one of you will leave
夢
Langshu
追い
alive.
人に何かあったらみんなも老朽から生きて出られるとは。
親切姉さんにこ
I
んな
didn't know you
恐ろしい
could
顔
be so
があったなんて。
frightening.
でも安心して。
But don't worry, as long as I'm here, Han will be fine.
説得力はゼロだけど
Doesn't sound convincing at all.
それについて
Well,
は
as a tool,
道具であ
what
る
I'm about
私
to
が
say
こ
may
う
be
い
a
う
bit
のもなんだ
arbitrary.
英単に
But
入
if
る
you are
心の準
psychologically
備が
opposed to
整って
entering
い
the
ない
pool
な
of
ら
shadows, I have
他の
another
方法を用
solution.
意できる。
どんな方
What
法？
kind of solution? Tell us.
以前コラリーにも与えたことがある。
I gave this to Miss Corleones.
通常ならば
In normal
等価
times,
交換
I
を
can
した
only
時
do
にだ
this
け
with
行
an
える
equivalent exchange, but
このよう
since this is
な
an
緊急事態
emergency,
私に
you give to
与
me
えたこ
once?
とが待って
Wait. Oh, nice.
それでは
So,
あなたたちの
as
望
you
み通り
wish. Oh, poor girl. Nice. Well, I guess it's a good time to stop it. Meanwhile, no, fuck it. Should have stopped. I close the window. Oh. Okay, this is the end. Bye bye.